Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Victoria and welcome to Pembroke Beauty. So today we recreated one of my absolute all-time favorite cartoon characters ever, hands down, and it is Thorn from the Hex Girls. I'm sure you knew that by the title and by the thumbnail, but that is what we did today for this Halloween 2020 installment. So if you are interested in to see how I got this look for $10 whole, including the entire costume, then just keep watching. I'm going to start with my face. Obviously their look is very vampiric, so I'm going to try and make myself pretty pale. I'm not going to do too much under here because I am going to end up kind of giving myself like a little bit more dark circles, but before I do that I want to show you guys something. This is so cute. Okay, so I think I told you in my last, maybe 2 videos ago, my Akatsuki video. If you haven't watched my other Halloween makeup tutorials, go watch them please. I have an entire playlist. You can go watch how cute. I have them from years past too. But last year I did a Hocus Pocus x Colourpop collaboration video like review, and this year they rebooted it and released their old stuff in addition to some new stuff. And so one of the new things I had to pick up was this, the I Shall Always Be With You Hocus Pocus Colourpop hand mirror. When I tell you, I just about died. Are you kidding? Look at how sweet this is. I shall always be with you. It has a little picture of Binks. It has the ears. It's a mirror. I don't want to like blind you guys. But it's a really, really nice mirror. I'm going to use this today. And it has like this orangey kind of green glitter print on it. It is so cute. I fell in love with it. I had to get it. I got one for my mom too. I knew she would love it. So yeah, I just love that. And so I will be using this today, and to my knowledge it's still available online on Colourpop.com, so if you are interested, go pick yourself up one. Don't wait. In Hocus Pocus, like whenever he said that to her, like I could literally cry about it right now. Can't talk about it. Okay. Whew! Anyway, so I'm gonna go do my face makeup now. So I'm putting on the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Whatever concealer you want to use is good for you. If you are somebody who likes foundation and you want to like slather it on to give yourself like pretty full coverage appearance, then you can do that. Like I said, I do want to kind of whiten myself out. So I'm going to put on a little bit more than I would normally do, but I'm not going to go crazy. Okay, so now we have concealer on, and as I said, they like to be pale. So I'm actually going to go in with a little bit more of a heavier powder so that I can kind of replicate that. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Starfire loose powder. I have a coupon code with them. I think it still works. I will put it on the screen right here. It's also in the description box. It does not help me. It helps you. But I love Colourpop. I love Starfire. And they're really, really, really sweet people. So go support them. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this all over the face. Again, I want to use this to really whiten myself out a little bit more than normal. As you know, the Hex Girls are a cartoon band. Pretty sure they first debuted in the Scooby-Doo Witch's Ghost movie, which so good. So good. We'll get farther into that later in the video. I'll talk about it while I'm doing other stuff. But such a great film. Wow. And then after I think their like success in that film, they showed up a little bit more in like some of the future episodes of the show. But when they appeared in that movie and I saw it as a child, I was like, why am I not those people? How cool. Like Thorn specifically, so cool. Love the energy of all of it. Here for it, 100%. So I have been in love with them since like I was a kid and I watched that video, that movie. So I knew at some point I wanted to recreate her look. So she has black hair, I don't, but she has like the red flicks to it, and I feel like with the outfit and everything it's all going to come together, so just bear with me. But obviously they are cartoons, so some of this I'm taking liberties with because they were never in any of the live action movies, which I feel like maybe a misstep, even though I am here for the live movies. So good. But yeah, so I'm kind of taking some liberties here. I'm going to say that she would be a little carved. With that, we are going in with the KVD Shade and Light Contour Kit. You guys should have expected this. And I'm going to go in with the lightest shade right here, and I'm going to use this to lightly contour the face. And then never fear, we will bake as well to get rid of a little bit of the lowness and keep it nice and sharp. Sharp, 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 sharp. Just really chiseling that out. I'm going in with the deepest shade actually and adding a little bit of extra right at the very base of it. So now we will bake. We're going to bake this puppy out a little bit. So back into the Starfire powder, I'm going to get like a good amount on the edge of this one brush, and I'm going to draw a very stiff line. We're just going to let that sit on there. I just took a little bit of that and swiped it up here so that it gives that very sharp, yeah, you can see what I mean. Now that we have that going, I'm going to move away from the face and we're going to work on eyebrows. So she has got some dark brows and they are intense. So I'm just brushing mine out real quick. Why am I getting hairs stuck in everything? Just going to brush mine out real quick, and we are going to make these brows a little bit more intense than normal, which is fine, no big deal. So I'm actually going to start with this palette again, and I'm going to go into the darkest shade we have with just this little brush right here, and we are going to use that in the brows to add some depth, shadow, definition, all of the above. I'm just kind of drawing that along the base of the brow, shading that in. You can see we've already gotten darker over here than over there. And then I'm going to start doing little hairbrush movements. I like this shade because it's not too warm, it's not too cool. Then when I have little to nothing left on the brush, I'm going to go into the very beginning of the brow, because I don't want that to be as dark as the back of it. See what I mean? Like, it's already much, much more intense than that, and we haven't even added brow gel yet. So repeat on the other side. If you have darker brows than me, you can go black. If you're going to wear a wig, you can go black, because technically her brows are black. But I don't think that's going to be a very good look for me, so we're not going to do black brows. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the lightest shade, like the light shades in this palette, and just rub that underneath of the brows right in here to clean up any of that. Okay, good. So now on to brow gel. You guys know the drill. Covergirl Easy Breeze Brow. Always. Always and forever. And we're going to brush through. We are not going to be scared of this brow gel. We are going to go in. Very good. Yes. Very nice. We're going to let that dry, and then we'll brush through it with just a plain spoolie. Got my water and my cat mug from Pier 1. I think actually in the movie they talk about how they're cat girls as opposed to like dog people, and they don't like love Scooby-Doo. I could be wrong, but I feel like that happens. Okay, so now we're moving on to eyes. I brushed through my brows with the plain spoolie, did nothing else, and I brushed away that bake. And as you can see, we still have pretty stiff lines, and depending on how it looks when I finish everything else, I may or may not leave that. I kind of feel like it's a vibe, like it's the right vibe for her. So we'll see. But for now, we're going to move on to eyes. So, in the show / movie, she doesn't wear much eye stuff. I mean, most of her stuff is just the black and red lipstick. However, I feel like if she were to be a real person, we would have a little bit of like a grungy red, cool toned eye smoke kind of going on with maybe like a light wing. That's the vibe I'm feeling. So that's what we're going to do. Great. So I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette because this has dark shades and cool tones, which I feel like is all the stuff, right? And then we might go in with some other shades from other palettes, but for right now, that's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to go in with this Elizabeth Mott blending brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Gravity Hill. It's got like a light pinky kind of undertone to the gray, and it's just a matte, and I'm just going to run this along our lower lash. I kind of want this to make the eyes look grunged out, smoky. Like we're going for a smoked out lower lash. This kind of looks like a natural kind of tired eye situation. Do you see already? Yeah, you can tell. That's why I was like almost debating not doing concealer, but I feel like the concealer, it just contains the mess, you know? Then I don't have to. I can choose what I'm making dark and what I'm not. So I'm just going to keep going with that until it gets to a smoky level that I'm content with. So yeah, did you guys watch those movies when you were growing up? I'm just taking that on the same brush on the upper lash and just running that along the upper lash line. Did you guys watch Zombie Island and Witch's Ghost? Yeah, like look at that. I feel like that's right? Because I did. And it was life-changing. I think I know I said in my last video, my Daphne video, that I was in love with Scooby-Doo. And I am a Scooby-Doo fan from day one. Obsessed, right? So I just love it. It's so good. Yeah, I think it only fed me into my true crime phase that my true crime fascination, that only really helped with that. So now that we've done that, I'm going to go in with this big fluffier brush, and I'm going to go into Stone Age, which is like a shade lighter than the Gravity Hill shade we were just in. And this is going to go all along the upper lid. And I'm going to blend it into that Gravity Hill shade. This is a little bit messy. We're not going for anything too contained. I'm just kind of blowing it up and out. But yeah, I totally think Scooby-Doo had something to do with my dark fascinations in life. My fascination with true crime and mysteries and horror movies and all of that. And I love it for that. And it was just it's just such a good show. And yeah, the Hex Girls were like everything and more. So cool. Did you guys watch the Hex Girls? I assume if you're watching this video, you probably did. Which one did you want to be? Did we all want to be Thorn? I feel like we did. Okay. Yeah. Great. So I'm going to put black into my waterline right now. So I'm going to go in with this Essence eye pencil in Black Fever, and I'm just going to run this in the waterline. Yep, loving it. And I'm going to go in with a super small brush, like this one right here. This is the Luxie 141 Mini Round Brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Gravity Hills again. And I'm going to use that to blend in with the black eyeliner that we just put in. And I'm going to just smudge that along the lower lash right in here. Then I'm going to take the shade Obsidian, because that has a little bit of a purple tinge to it as well, but it is a brown. And I'm going to get that and run that along that really tight waterline. I'm a Hex Girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you. Yeah. Why was that not a real band? Why did they never get big? I would watch them virtual. You know what I mean? You know how they're doing that with like some of like K-pop stars and stuff now? They're like all virtual. It's not like a real person. I would do that for the Hex Girls. I would watch like 3D, you know, holograms. Why am I not thinking holograms? Holograms. Holograms of those girls doing their songs. I totally would. Am I the only one? Okay, so now I want to do a little bit of eyeliner on the top. And I'm going to go in with a liquid liner, I think. I feel like she'd be a liquid liner gal. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the gel liner we just put in the bottom, and I'm going to run this very lightly along our lash line at the top, and we'll blend and smoke. Blend and smoke, blend and smoke, blend and smoke. Okay. So I'm going to take the same little brush that we used for the brows, and I'm just going to smudge that along the lines we just put down. And kind of drag it out towards the outer lash, or outer corner. And we'll make like a small little baby wing. Okay, we need to talk a little bit more in depth about the live action Scooby-Doo movies. Those should have won awards. Like, they were so good. And I do kind of like low-key love the fact that Shaggy is the guy from Scream as well. I don't know why that really just satisfies me, but it does. And obviously I didn't realize that until I was older and I watched Scream and I was like, oh my god, that's Shaggy. What? But yeah, no, I love that. Okay. So we're going to go back in with that little round brush, back into Obsidian, the darkest brown shade, and I'm going to pack that on top of the black, and we are going to blend it out. Just keep smudging, just keep smudging. What are you guys doing for Halloween? What is the deal? Are you doing anything? Are you going to a party? Are you just going to hang out in your house dressed up? I saw a meme the other day, and it was like, so are we all just dressing up as Dracula and sitting in the kitchen for Halloween this year, or what? Are you guys doing that? Are you going to hand out candy? Are you going to trick or treat? What's the deal? What's the haps? I think I may just dress up and chill in the house. It's on a Sunday, which is exciting because it's a weekend. So yeah. I think I'm just going to chill in the house and do a whole lot of nothing except for hand out candy, but I'm not actually going to hand it out because I don't want it handing to random strangers' children, you know? So I think I'm going to just put it in a bucket and let people pick, and if they feel comfortable doing that, then that's on them. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with, actually I'm going to go back in with that little brush. I just wiped it off, and I'm going to go into a little bit of Rock Bottom, which is the matte black shade, and we are going to deepen up the very bottom lower lash and the top lash. Just going to blend that in. All of this is very smudgy and grungy because I feel like that's the right feel. You could totally not do this and just do the lips with teeth, and I feel like you'd be able to tell. But we're a makeup channel here, and I'm doing my own thing because that's what we're doing here. So I'm going a little bit above and beyond. But if you were to recreate this, you could totally switch it up to fit your vibe. Yeah, I like it. Doesn't that feel right? That feels right. Okay, then back in with the first brush. And back into that Gravity Hills shade. And we are going to blend that black out again, honey. Bringing it down. Bringing it out. Yes. Okay, good. So on the inner corner, we are actually going to do a nice bright inner corner because I feel like, for some reason, I just feel like she'd have that. Again, this is all up to me. I am my own master. So I'm going to go in with this little brush right here, and I'm going to go into this shade right here called Dreamful. It's like a white matte, but it has white clear shimmers in it. And I just feel like this is going to look really pretty on the inner corner. Then I actually want to highlight with a shade kind of like that. So let's see what we got. Okay, so I have an idea. So I want to dip into that shade and actually highlight with it. It is like an actual white matte shade, so it's probably going to look a little wild. But then I'm going to top it with a more shimmery kind of thing. So we're going to highlight with that. Ooh, I'm loving that. It does kind of have that white cast, which I feel like is right. Then I want to go in with the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm because it's kind of translucent. It just has shimmers, and I just want to place that all over the top of it. I do want to kind of reinforce the contour a little bit, so I'm going to just go back in with whatever is left on the brush and just kind of hit the very bottom there. Just want to bring that back to life a little bit. Perfect! Okay, so I think I want to add some lashes, and I'm going to put on my Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I think I'm going to do half lashes too. I just don't feel like she'd be a full lash girl. So half lashes, and we'll be back. We'll be back to do lips. So I am back. I have put on little half lashes, and I used my Lash Princess Essence Mascara, and I'm obsessed with how it looks. I did on the top and the bottom, and I just feel like this with the brow. I don't know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So we're going to do exactly what she has, which this is like the iconic part, I feel like. She's got her beautiful black lipstick on the top and her red lipstick on the bottom. So that is the plan, ladies and gents. So let's start with the bottom. Start with the bottom. So I think I want to go in with this lip color. So this lip pencil is the one I used last week. This is the Disney Hocus Pocus x Colourpop lip pencil in Lucky Rat Tail. And this is beautiful dark red. And I'm just going to put this on my lower lip and line it nice and good. Beautiful. So now we have the bottom lip done, and I'm going to put this Lime Crime Red Velvet Velvetine on top. And we are just going to put that. It's a little bit brighter of a red, but that's what I want. I am living for this. Okay, great. Then on the top, we are going to put some black lipstick. So it looks insane because it looks like I don't have a top lip. And I'm actually just going to use this red to line the top as well because it'll just be easier that way and you won't really be able to see it. Okay. She does have a very defined peak in there, so we're going to leave it nice and peaked. Then I'm going to go in with the Coven Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Void. This is the black one. Obsessed. So good. It smells so good too. Okay, now I need to keep my mouth a heart so I don't touch it. So, I'll put on my costume and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I am obsessed. I feel like this turned out really good. I'm very happy. So I'm sure I put in pictures or like videos of the full outfit, but I will take you through really quick what I did. So I had this velvet skirt, the black one, just in my closet. It was actually a hand-me-down from my mom, like from years ago, like the 90s I think. And I had already cut a slit in it, and I just rolled it up so it was like kind of high. And then I have this black crop top that I just tucked in, just a tank top. Then I bought these gloves on Amazon. They're just like black gloves, black full-length gloves, and I cut the fingers off and just left the fingers slice in there, which they look a little janky. I think I could have probably done it a little better, but I think overall it like gives the right vibe. And then this necklace is just, so I had like a Hello Kitty bow necklace from like high school. I literally just cut a piece of cardboard in a back shape and stuck it onto the bow for shape, and then colored it in with red Sharpie, and I feel like it looks pretty good. Then I bought like 2 yards of red velvet fabric just from Walmart. I now know that 2 yards probably wasn't necessary, but I wanted it lengthwise so I could tie it around my waist. So I have that tied around my waist right now. And then I took a little strip from it and we pinned it into my shirt and like cut little things so that I could have sleeves. And that is the entire outfit. So, I mean, and then I just put on black heels, which I already had. So, this was free because it was leftover cardboard from a box I already bought from, the gloves I think were $7 or $8 on Amazon. The fabric I think cost me $10. So this outfit in total cost me $10 whole to do. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal. If you wanted to wear teeth, you definitely could. I kind of have spiky little teeth anyway, so I figured it was fine. And they're kind of annoying, honestly, but if I was to do this for like a full thing, I probably would wear teeth. I don't know, maybe. But I think they sell those at Walmart or Spirit Halloween or whatever. And yeah, so this is the completed look. The only thing is, like, if I had a Guitar Hero guitar, it probably would have been good for this. We have one, but we don't have it here, or else it probably would have made an appearance. But overall, I love how this makeup look turned out. I think it turned out really good. Please let me know if you guys liked it too. And if I do look like Thorn. I know my hair isn't black, but I feel like it's pretty good anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already to my channel, and follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. If you don't know, me and my best friend Sarah have a podcast, so if you are interested in following my podcast channel, definitely go over there. Everything will be linked in the description down below. And yeah, stay safe, make good choices. I will see you next week with a new Halloween tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!